Hello guys, how you all doing? I'm good myself, and I hope you're all okay that side. And if you're new here, just make sure that you subscribe and you hit the bell icon, because this is where I teach the price action concepts only. We don't talk about indicators or anything outside the price action. I want just technical stuff in gym. So today I'll be answering a question that I got from, it's not even a question, but it's from Silva de Pico. So I found it funny, but yeah. So the guy is saying, "You're the best, my brother. Thank you. So I just want to ask, how best can you advise me on trading boom and crash? Those pairs destroyed me, my brother." Okay, but I think with your teachings, one day I'll go back to them after I'm ready, just to get my money back and focus on other pairs. Boom and crash hadina how. Meaning they've got no Messi. Oh, sorry, man. Well, what I can tell you is that, like I always, if you have watched my videos, I always advise you to start watching them from all the way from the back. So in this video, I'll be telling you about, maybe I'll focus more on crash. So make sure that you stick around if you are trading crash and boom, or if you're interested in them. But to be honest, there's nothing new that I'll be saying that is more only specific or only applies to boom and crash. I do trade them sometimes. So I'll show you. Let me see. Boom and crash. Those. What I can tell is that you see, the same way that I'm teaching you now. One mistake that I found people make when they're trading boom and crash. They think it is easy to trade boom and crash because it does this. It can do this for 30 minutes without even stopping, like this. But sometimes it will do this, and then it can go do this. So this is crash. So crash, you'll see it by having long candlesticks to the downside. So crashing. So this is crash looks like this, and then boom does this to the downside, and then boom, that's boom and crash. That's how it behaves, right? So the mistake that you should never do is trading it on the smallest time frame, because remember, on smaller time frame it will show you these guys and these guys, which is very difficult for you to analyze these guys. But if you go up to your M15, M30 or H1, you won't find these guys. You just find the normal candlesticks. So which is what you're supposed to be doing. Don't focus on that crash nonsense. Don't focus on that. Just go on your highest time frame, mark your areas of resistance, your areas of support, and then you just take trades from there, and still respect your stick. Make sure that you're strict with your what do you call this, risk management. Then you'll see that you'll get it right. And don't be greedy. So some people, they think it's easy because it does this. So they think, if I just buy and it will continue doing this. Can't you know, you buy and then it can crash and then crash again, you are dead. You see what you did there. You can't analyze on H1, I mean M1, good people. You can't do that. So you're saying it doesn't have Messi there at the end of your statement. I know how. It's because your approach was wrong. I don't know how you've been trading it, but I can tell you that if you're saying that it showed you flames, chances are that you were just looking to enter and then exit quickly, or you were just entering based on what you're seeing on the smallest time frames. That's what you most likely were doing. So what I can tell you is that the very same way that I'm teaching here, open any chart. Let's say you want to trade, the one that I trade, I only do crash 500. So there's boom 500, crash 500, boom 1000, and all that stuff. But you don't have to, like I always advise you guys, please, you don't have to trade everything for you to make money. You don't have, there's no need. The more you trade a lot of stuff, the more you're going to be confused, and you're going to lose, you're going to miss you can just pick two things that you understand and stick to them. So in that way, you'll be able to discover more things on them, and then that's where you'll be more consistent with them. You see. So I only do from Derif, I only do crash 500, step index, and VIX 75. That's it. There's a long list, but I don't have to trade all of them. But if someone was to come here and say, I try to look at maybe volatility 100, So, and I was not so sure about it. So can we just go over it? I will still be able to go to it and then give my opinion. Not to say that I know I am the market master. I'm not. I'm not. But I can still go to it and give my opinion and give you reasons why I think, I'm saying what I'll be telling you. You see, it's because of what I do not care what I'm trading. The concept must be the same. The way you apply your support and resistance must be the same. So it doesn't matter whether I'm trading Nasdaq or I'm trading Crash 500. It does not matter. The way you approach it, it must still be the same. So you see the same market structure. You must still be able to read the market structure there. Be able to, we're talking about the trend. Be able to tell if it is going up or down. And again, pick your time frames or time frame combinations and understand the pin bar concept and also the trend line concept. And also you need to understand when you're trading the structure, knowing that you shouldn't be fighting up against the higher time frames. And again, risk to reward or risk management, risk to reward is very important. Then you will see that, my guy, it's not that difficult. So let's open a chart. I'm not going to be analyzing. Well, now all you have to do is to go back to the videos that I made on the market structure and the time frame combinations, which ones you're supposed to pick. I always try by all means to stay away from the smallest time frame because there's a lot of noise there. There's a lot of noise. There's high chances of you making mistakes there because you'll end up seeing things that are not there. Because imagine the price is doing this. What is this? You can't say this is uptrend, because if it does this, then it cancels all of that within a second. It can just drop like that. So that's why you must just summarize that with a slightly higher time frame. That's why I always do it on the slowest time frame I can go to is M15, of which I hardly do, but the smallest I can go to it's M15. Mostly I end at H1. You see, so if you just watch these videos, the pin bar concept, the trend line, and risk management, then you'll see when you're going to your thing, your boom and crash, you'll be able to say, okay, here, this is my support, this is my resistance, this is my trend line. These are the areas where the price can find support and resistance, or find react from. So maybe I can start searching for trades there. Then you'll see that you won't have issues. But if you're just going there because you know that this thing can move in one direction for a long time, you're going to see flames. So let's just open one chart and then we just mark the few areas. Then you'll see that it does touch them the very same way we've been doing with Nasdaq. There's nothing new this side, man. Let's just go to a chart. Well, this is our Crash 500, which is what I normally trade. In terms of how you are marking your support and your resistance, this is still our thing. The resistance there, I don't know if the line looks straight. This is still the resistance area. And this resistance, what did it do? When we were going up, the trend line was there. This resistance broke the trend line. It broke the support. Couple of support areas, it broke them. So you can see when the price went back to it, what did it do? It just touched there and then it came back. Touched there and it came back. But remember, I always tell you, when you're trading, you don't have to predict that it will do this. You don't have to do that. You take a trade from this, you exit at the next opposing structure, be it opposing trend line or opposing area of support or resistance. So in this case, when we touch there, because remember when you're going up there, the trend line was here, because it did this, and it went up there. So the trend line was there, which means when you are going to exit, you have to exit either at this trend line if it gets hit first, or you exit at this area of support. When you're selling from there, you're just gonna exit there. That's it. You are done. So you don't have to predict that it will break the trend line. Yes, it can do that, but that's not how you should trade. That's not how you should trade, because most of the time you'll see your profit just fading away. So if let's say the price now it breaks this trend line, yes, you just mark and say this is the resistance that broke the trend line. So if let's say you did your analysis, because remember, I'm not analyzing, I'm not checking other time frames. So if the other time frames they allow with you taking trades to the downside and the price does this play outside, then you can look to sell from here at the resistance that broke the trend line. You see, there's nothing new, man. There's nothing new. The way I analyze is still the same. It doesn't matter whether you're looking at H1 or because this is our area of resistance, and this is the area of support is around here. You can mark it from this side, because you can see the price has been playing around there for a while, and now you can see it is having your pin bar. So if you want to take that pin bar, you could take it with a buy stop and then put your stop loss outside. I'm not analyzing. I don't know what other time frames are saying, but I'm just showing you that the concepts that I've been teaching, you can still apply them here. And when you are buying, don't neglect this guy. So make sure that you can put your TP1 there and TP2 there. That's if it goes there. I'm not analyzing. Don't go and buy this and said I said you must buy. Remember, we don't make decisions based on one time frame. We don't do that. I just wanted to show you that it doesn't matter whether you're looking at boom or step index or whatever. But if you know the rules, or if you know the price action, if you are able to read the market structure, you should be able to apply that on every chart. So I'm gonna end it here, my guys. Sorry for laughing at your statement there, but when you said it, I know how. So yeah, I know. It means like it put you through hell, man. But yeah, don't worry. Give yourself time, learn these concepts, and then you'll bounce back and go back to it with much more informed decisions or concepts. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe there. Sharp.